Hey YouTube, this is Brian from Custom Fast RC, bringing you another video tonight, a couple days before Christmas. Just want to apologize for the long delay since my last video. As most of you know, put in a lot of hours at work, which leaves very little time for RC stuff. But enough of my whining. I'm going to start out with some shout outs here. Just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This isn't everybody, but these are the people that I am involved with the most. Start that list out with the Detroit Motor City RC Club. These guys invited me into their club over the summer, and I just want to say thank you very much for that. It's an honor and a privilege to hang with you guys out at the island. Some of the best times of my life so far have been spent with you guys, constantly laughing. It is a blast. If anybody ever gets a chance to come to Detroit, look us up. Guaranteed a good time. Some of the members that I've got to know pretty good, this isn't everybody, but Thunder, Watchdog, Dre, DJ Leon, Jeff, OC, Mr. Paul, Doc, All Digital, and RC Persuader. Again, thank you very much, guys. Some more shout outs for Mr. Rockbud, RC Man 1223, the very funny and crazy Polly G, JM Spec, Everyday RC, Mr. IROC, very good friend RC Car Rookie, Mr. Dan P, Nick, Mr. Raw Steel, Mr. Tookie, and Jess 34753. Like I said, that isn't everybody. I just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, let's get started with this build here. Along with building speedrun cars and bashers, my love for RC started with crawlers. Just can't say enough about these things. The possibilities are endless when it comes to crawlers. Some of these builds could get very high tech, very down the scale, to where just about everything looks like the real thing. This one's close. There are still a lot of upgrades that could be done to this truck, but I nailed it about 50%. This build is for my nephew Brendon. His dad came to me a couple months ago and said he wanted me to do something for him. He preferred it be a Silverado. There isn't much in the line of Silverados with the bed for the Axial SCX10s, but I was able to make this bodywork from Proline. It is for the Revo Nitro 3.3. The only problem with that body is the wheelbase is about an inch longer than what's offered for the Axials. So I did have to stretch the rear end back about a good inch. A little bit of a challenge, but not too bad. So there aren't too many Axial SCX10s out there with a 13 1/4 inch wheelbase. The mod went very nice. Very pleased with the way it turned out. Had to cut these Fender Wells away right here for the tires to fit up there for when the suspension articulates, going over all types of terrain. The paint job is flawed. I never had this happen before. I've used this gunmetal a handful of times and never had no problems with it. But this time, for some reason, I ended up with blotching in the paint. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but yeah, very disappointing. I'm going to get him a new body made after the holidays. Nice clean lines. I hope he likes it. I'm sure he will. Brendon is an awesome kid. Spent many hours with him camping, family functions. Now I won't have to share mine with him anymore when we go camping. He's going to have his own. May have a hard time getting it away from his dad, but I'm sure he will have fun with it. I would love to see the look on his face when he opens this Christmas morning. Take a look inside. Most of this build is stock. Most of it has been upgraded. Get the camera off the stand here. Now with these Axials, you can buy them ready to run. They come with motors, speed controllers, servos, all that good stuff. But I highly recommend upgrading a few things right off the bat. And these are for the rear axle. They call them Lockouts. Why they call them Lockouts, I have no idea. All these parts I'm about to show you right now, Axial does make hardened anodized aluminum versions of these. I've seen these plastic pieces work well, but what fun is an RC if you can't upgrade it, right? With the gearbox, I also upgraded the gearbox, all the gears inside. Most of the stuff is plastic. I did replace it with Robinson Racing hardened steel gears. So this gearbox is definitely going to be bulletproof. It will have no problems with stripping out plastic gears. We got the stock 27 turn brushed motor. For what they are pretty durable and will last a long time. Plus they're cheap. You wear one out, you buy another one for 30 bucks. Got the stock speed controller, which is a rebrand of the Castle Sidewinder V3, I believe it is. I'm not sure how long this has been out. I haven't seen it very long, but Proline came out with a bumper kit. It's called the Ridgeline. So we put a Proline Ridgeline bumper on the front of it for them. The shocks you see here are made by a company called G-Made. They have a large variety of crawler shocks out there, and I believe you could use these on slashes also. But yeah, highly detailed shock. Polished the build off a little bit here. Ended up going with the HPI servo. They got a pretty strong one out there, so I just started them out with that. This crawler is not waterproofed yet. That's something we could do later on down the road. These are some of them aluminum parts I was telling you about that were upgraded. Those will last. They will last a long time. The steering linkage. Let's see if we can get you some light here. But yeah, that's all been upgraded. Put this on its back here. Give them an aluminum skid plate. I put a disc brake kit in there. Very hard to see. Went with these drive shafts from RC4WD. They're pretty high detail. I had to go with these because of the when I stretched the rear end back the inch, most of the stock axial drive shafts were not long enough, so I had to go with these. Very cool. What else we got here? I made these links. Like I say, I had to make them longer because there's nothing out there that would have worked. Made those out of anodized aluminum rod from Lowe's. Figured out the dimensions, including the ball ends, and there you have it. What else do we got going on here? I am a fan of these tires. These are the Interco IROX, the 1.9 steel beadlock wagon wheel with the mini hex lugs and aluminum center cap. You can see that disc brake a little bit in the background there. But anyways, that's it, guys. Final build for 2015. SCX10 Chevy Silverado. I may end up turning out a couple more of these before winter time's over, before I get back into the speed run builds. Actually have quite a few crawler builds waiting to be done. But anyways. Alright, Brendan, hope you enjoy your new crawler 4-wheel drive. You started out pretty nice here, young man. Many hours of fun. I hope you like it. But anyways, again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a Happy New Year. And look forward to talking to you again soon. Talk to you later. Good night.